National Football League.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
First down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
First down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now This defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score 7. Ravens nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On play action, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Pushed out to his left. Off he goes.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. There he goes again.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback. Realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
3rd and 7. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
2-yard line. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That one, taken in. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Ravens.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
To the air on 3rd down. Here's Allen. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So, on 4th down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. LeJante Wester deep for Baltimore. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Slot man gonna move in motion left. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Play action now. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Jackson from the gun on third down. He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Raven first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
A 28-yard gain.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he's in! Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Point after try forthcoming.
The extra point.
The kick is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Still 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. It's Cook to start this drive. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Brings up second down.
Second down, they need 7. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens out front, and EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. 2nd and 7. as we are ready to get back underway. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. On the run to the right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Here's Brad Robbins now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. He'll go again here with Henry. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 3rd and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to throw, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
First down, Baltimore.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
From the 24 now, here is second down and 7. They'll run here with Hill. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
Hopkins sent in motion. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Third and goal for Jackson. This is caught at 2.
Jackson's pass. Complete.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on fourth and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead.
Bill 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Big time play there for Buffalo. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. And we'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team...
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Josh Allen, touchdown, Bills. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills draw closer here. It's 21-14. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson looking to throw. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The extra point try forthcoming. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Brandon Codrington. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now Allen on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Jackson. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 16 yards.
Jackson to his
First
big
down,
target,
Baltimore.
Andrews, for the Baltimore first down. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Second down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. And he can hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll find his running back, Kirk. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
They've talked about the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
On play action, Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Man in motion is Coleman. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's taken in, and they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Scott thanks the rain. Might not be as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down as we get set for this second half. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here comes Hill on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Again, right up the middle to Henry. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
A gain of 14.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Baltimore.
This is what every offense looks to do. You want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Jackson, this a designed run. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here comes Allen. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. Pushed out to his right. He's going to run it.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
A gain of 6.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll lead to a second down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one, downfield for Kincaid. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end. And then the throw, you can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brings up second down.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Allen going to keep it on his own read. And he's into the end zone yet again. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, it's Mitchell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. And they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Hopkins sent in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Jackson going to keep it himself. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And a Raven first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They're running on first down with Henry, and he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They bring a tight end in motion left. Going to go right back to Henry. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of sure tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame him.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Jackson now on 2nd down. The left side into the hands of Hopkins.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
3rd and long for Jackson. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will go up by 7.
35. Bills 28.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bills first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
46-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, Buffalo.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 33-yard line.
2nd and inches. A run with Cook. Now Cook loses the football. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. Jackson now to throw on first down.
Jackson's pass complete to Rashad Bateman. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hopkins sent in motion.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. He will have a Ravens first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
And a Raven first down.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Hopkins. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. They'll need to pick it up on third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They'll come up for first and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And mark him down up beyond the 30. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
He'll drop this underneath to Cook.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Here comes second down. From the gun, here is Allen. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Ravens are right back in this one.
At the 36-yard line.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.